What's up, everybody? Thanks for checking me out. Coming back. I apologize to everyone of my subscribers. I know I've been MIA for the past 2 weeks. I try to do a podcast for everybody, but like 2 weeks ago, I had a lot going on in my head. And then last week, just a bunch of stuff dealing with work hit me. So it just jacked my head up. But anyways, this is a shout out to one of my subscribers that I work with and that I'm cool with. Thanks for telling me that all my videos were not able to be commented on. So I changed that so now everybody can comment on it. Any video that you want, go ahead, leave a comment. Whatever it is that you want to do, I don't mind. But don't forget to share, like, and tell me what it is that you want to hear about. So, another one of my subscribers requested that I talk about two celebrities. I don't know if they expected it to be like connected to one another. I don't know. But he told me like 3 weeks ago. So he said that he wants to hear about Lil Wayne and Drake. And for everybody who follows what the heck was that? My eyelash? My eyebrow. Anyways, for everybody who's following the music world knows that the top number, well, I'm not going to say, probably the top number two is Kendrick and Drake. That stuff is insane. I'm trying to keep it like strictly professional because I don't know what I'll get flagged for. But there's a lot of stuff going on between them two. And a lot of stuff is getting brought out. But jumping back like years ago, like I don't really have too many like rappers that I suppose prefer to listen to besides like Sean Paul and obviously Bad Bunny. Damn it, can't grab it. Hey, no, I'm just playing. But um but like I heard a bunch of Drake's tracks back in the day and they were all pretty good. Not something I would be like, "Oh, hey, listen to this." Nah, it's whatever. And then Kendrick, or is it? Yeah, Kendrick. I forget. I think I'm getting Kendrick and Kid Cudi mixed up. But whoever did the song Day and Night, like I don't know exactly off my head, but guarantee I could find it with the snap of a finger. So yeah, so and the other celebrity that my subscriber wanted to hear about is Lil Wayne. Like Lil Wayne has been out for a very long time. Back when I was a kid, I'm not gonna lie. What was that song? I forget the song. I can't remember, but it was pretty good. Oh my god. I think it was Back It Up. I think so. But that song was pretty good back in the day. And a bunch of his other songs were good. What was another one? I'm not sure if it's has Lil Wayne in it, but I forget the main person. But everybody knows who obviously plays video games know of I think it was Need for Speed Carbon, I believe, that has the song Real Big. Man, that stuff is fire. I ain't gonna lie. Even to this day, I listen to that. But um, back to Drake. I didn't really do too much like research or anything like that. Like I go on my Snapchat and I just see what like a bunch of different people post about like celebrities and the beef and so on and so forth. And like me personally, like Drake, he's all right. But with the stuff that's been going on that I've seen, there was this one concert that he had. I don't know which one. It just showed just a short clip of it that he brought one of his fans onto the stage and he asked, it was a female. He asked her how old she was and she said like I think like 13. And like at first he started like backups like, oh no, red flag. And then he went up to her and I thought he was going to just do like just a like a kiss on the forehead or a kiss on the cheek, but he went left, right, forehead, and then lips. This is all y'all personal input on how is it that you guys feel about that. But me personally, as a father of a girl, I don't approve of that. Like, if my daughter's 18, I still won't approve of that. But in all seriousness, like, if she was 18, she's legal to do whatever it is that she wants. And that really punched me in the face just now. Like, wow, to even think about that. But anyways, so I didn't like that at all, dealing with Drake and the concert. And you're at a concert, it's your concert. And you did that in front of everybody. And to even, if you are a Drake fan, you probably know all the dirt and all the inside scoops of everything. But I'm not a fan of, like, I listen to him, but I'm not like, oh, he's the best. Nah. I'll listen to the songs. That's it. And as for Lil Wayne, now, I'm not gonna lie. Lil Wayne he was good back in the day. Now, I don't know what's going on with him, but he looks hit. Like, like jacked. And I don't know exactly what's going on, but give me a second, guys. I don't know what's going on with him, but I guess when it comes down to being a celebrity, you have those, I guarantee, a lot of temptation of all sources. Dealing with drugs, dealing with alcohol, dealing with the law, you name it. But Lil Wayne looks jacked. And I don't know what else to say. Besides, some of his songs were good back in the day. And that's all I got to say about Lil Wayne. Yeah, and I think that's it. But when I've been telling people that are my followers on my Snapchat or just in general that some stuff is going to be brought up that needs light shined on. And best believe this is not only my personal input. I talk to many people And it's not only my input, because I don't want people thinking that, oh, it's only what you think and how you feel. No, it's not. I pretty much prep myself for my videos like either days, weeks in advance. And it's not only my input. So I feel as though that when you're in a relationship or engaged or married, I understand that some people, they have high confidence within themselves and within their partner. But when certain boundaries are crossed and other people see it, that's only making them more of an easier target. Like if yeah, that's something else I want to talk about. But um if you're a female and you're giving like guys attention, unnecessary attention, then that's only going to become more a problem within your relationship, because I've talked to many people and asked their input, and about, I'm going to say, maybe about 32%, maybe about 35 to 45% of the people I talk to that admits that they are overprotective of their partner. And it's just something that they have within themselves that they deal with. Either their partner is like understanding and so on and so forth, but that all comes down to them communicating either at home or however different relationships and whatnot communicate. But I went around asking a bunch of people, how is it that they feel about their partner like giving other people like comments and compliments, not comments. And 98% of the people I asked said that they said it depends, which technically speaking, it does depend. Because if somebody comments like, hey, you looking real sharp today, or you looking real nice, or I like your shoes, or so on and so forth, of just common nature. And that's just how it is. But they also explained it all comes down to what type of compliments. Like, oh my God, that is starting to become a bad pet peeve of mine now. But if your partner compliments the other or another person, I can't really be specific between, like, if you're a guy, your girlfriend, or if you're a girl, your boyfriend. But if your partner starts complimenting the other person, like either like, dang, you look good, or you look beautiful, or something to that sort, then everybody all agreed that that's crossing boundary. Wow. That is crossing boundaries. There we go. Boundary line. Whatever. But that's proceed. Oh my God. So if they told me that if their partner were to do something like that, it'll rub them the wrong way. And in all reality, everybody would agree. So that's that. But then I also asked everybody's, not only my personal input. I'm just throwing that out there multiple times so that everybody could get the idea that it's not only my input. So like, oh my God. So I asked them if they are a single guy, and they see an attractive female, if you're a guy, you know, like the facial expressions that you do to a attractive female. And if you're a female, you know what facial expression females do, as in being a single female or in a relationship. Same with the guys. If you are in a relationship and you give another person's that specific look while you're in a relationship, that's jacked. I'm not going to lie, that is 100% solid jacked. That's my input just now, but everybody else pretty much said the same thing. And some individuals would say that that would be technically speaking, or technically considered cheating, which that's their input, and everybody would agree that that is not acceptable whatsoever. So if you're married, engaged, or in a relationship, regardless if you're with your boys or if you're with your girls, and you have single individuals that are like scoping out people or whatnot, you should not agree with them whatsoever. Because if things go salty, then it's a very high possibility that they could be able to use that against you. So if you're in a relationship, marriage, whatever, and you got single friend, like, it's completely solid, 100% okay to have single individuals while you're in a relationship. It should be more so encouraging for them, for you to like encourage them to, I think I've encourage them to get into a relationship or to talk to somebody. That's 100% solid, fine. But if your single individual or single friend is trying to have you give your input on an individual, at like me speaking, if a fine attractive female walked by and one of my single friends are like, hey, what you think about her? Well, she looks good, or she looks attractive, or whatever, just keeping it short to the point, then that's that. No boundaries were crossed. God dang, no boundaries would be crossed if you were to keep it short and to the point like that. But if you are going above and beyond, so like, yeah, she looks so good, I would do this. No, that is, technically speaking, to all the people that I spoke to, would be cheating. So that's them. So again, if you're in a relationship or in a marriage, know your boundaries. Write them down, tattoo them on you, whatever, because nobody deserves to be cheated on at all, because that's the start of a toxic relationship or a toxic marriage or a toxic individual that is only going to completely destroy them, their future relationship, or their image of other people. And believe me, I've seen a lot of marriages start like all so happy, like, yay, it's the best. And then next thing you know, divorce. And for those individuals that have been married or in a long-term relationship without any cheating or anything like that, I give y'all props. And for those individuals that unfortunately had to get a divorce or had to separate for like any small not really, obviously, for, I suppose, mutual agreements, then sorry, next time. But for those individuals that had to get a divorce or had to break up due to cheating or not communicating or anything else, hey, that's how it always ends. Because I keep on telling everybody, the main source of cheating is due to individuals giving themselves too many options. When it comes down to relationships and other human beings, it's not an open buffet. It is not window shopping unless you're single. So when you're single, you gotta just, I suppose people say, test the waters. But whatever. But that's how all relationships end. And trust issues are made. Because best believe there are a lot of married people I see at my job that are pretty much throwing themselves at people or trying to draw so much attention to them to give themselves more options, which is completely solid jacked up. And I honestly don't know what to say about that besides it's jacked. If you're in a relationship, a loyal relationship, like obviously dealing with society, there are going to be those individuals that will be more attractive than your partner. But the next step would be on you to either A, oh, hey, and just keep it pushing. Or B, hey, no, I'm just, no, I'm just buffer on. It's either those two options. If you pick B, you're jacked. Because your partner doesn't deserve that. And I know that is stupid of me to say, but it's real wise that I have to keep on telling myself, two wrongs don't make a right. And because somebody is cheating on you, that doesn't mean that you could cheat on them. If you know that somebody's cheating on you, or if you feel that your partner is cheating on you, communicate, just ask questions. And if you feel that or if you know that your partner's cheating on you, then break up, divorce, separate. Because if you stay in that relationship or that marriage, it's only going to get worse. And if you have kids involved, that's only going to make it 10 times harder. Or even if you have kids in general, without being with the other parent, is just real bad. But for those individuals that are parents who are still with their kids' other parent, I give y'all props. But for those individuals that give themselves too many options, just know it is seen by everybody around you. And when people see that, they're going to start looking at you, or they're going to start looking down on you. Because somebody else could find your partner massively attractive, that they could do better than what you are. I'm just saying. And then nowadays, we're getting more and more like open about stuff. I'm going to try to keep it like completely PG-13 and not so many like stuff to violate any policies or anything. But if you're a man and you are talking to somebody, still being single and whatnot, and you want to see pictures or videos, there's three types of people. A, they keep it to themselves. And if they get into a relationship, I guess it progresses from there. But if you're single still, whatever. All right, then there's B. You're going to like boast about it. Like, oh my God, look at this female. She's so fine. She sent this and this and that. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I'm not going to lie. But then C, there are those individuals that will expose those private photos or videos. Like, the way I say private, as in supposed to be like confidential. There we go. Confidential photos or videos to their friends or to other people, or they would completely expose them 100% once things get salty. And that is not right. If you're going to try to get any type of photos or videos or anything like that from somebody that you're either interested in talking to, or in a relationship with, you should keep those to yourself. Yeah, it may be all cool and whatnot to brag about it, like, oh my God, my girl is so fine, isn't it? Like, okay, that's cool. But when it comes down to you exposing them, which makes it more jacked, and then you need to realize, guy or girl, if you're exposing any type of videos or pictures, or I suppose you could say, or even text, you need to realize that if you're exposing them to people like of your friends or anything like that, you need to think that's only giving you more competition. Because if you guys are just talking and you're exposing it, you're only giving them more of an ability to challenge you. Oh, well, I see this person, you're talking about this person? Okay, then since how technically speaking you guys are single, that's going to give me a shot. Not me in general, not me. So, for an example. Or if you're those individuals that want to just be friends with benefits, then that has to be like a pretty much friends obviously have secrets and supposed to have trust. So I suppose you could say more or less that if you were to get any type of pictures or videos, then you have to be trusting or trustworthy that you will not expose those pictures. And for those individuals that do that, you guys are jacked. That's like not even cool. I don't care if you do end up getting into a salty situation or anything and y'all end up separating or y'all just stop talking. You exposed these individuals or this individual because whatever happened. That's wrong. And for anybody who's doing that type of stuff, you need to make sure that you could be able to like 100% solid trust them. Not saying that it's okay to do, but hey, then again, at the end of the day, I'm just me. I am nobody like that has high authority or any laws or anything like that. I'm just me. So, yeah, just make sure you know who you're trusting. And it all depends on the other individual if they're going to try to expose it or not. Because there are those individuals that do have that ability, but they don't use it. They'll have the ability to expose it, but then they could just leave it there, or they could delete it, or yeah, that's about it. But it's either way it goes, it's all just jacked because you never know, especially for people that likes to show off pictures and whatnot. Excuse me. For example, if you're a parent and you want to show off like your kids, oh, look at my kid doing this, or look at this, they're doing that, or they made this funny face, or something to that sort, or look what they did. That's cool. But then there's those individuals who are, I suppose you could say, like, quick swipers. They'll just sit there depending on the individual's phone that you're looking through, they could be a freak, or they could just be PG-13 about it. That's more or less a talk. But it's just wrong. If you want to show a picture off, but you're a little secretive, I suppose you could say, about whatever it is that you may be that may be in your phone, then just, dang it, I don't know. Aha. Just pick up your phone and be like, hey, look, this is what they're doing. And just keep your phone in your hand. This phone feels different. Or you could just tell them, like, hey, don't scroll too far or whatever. But I don't know if anybody would agree with me with this. You could go ahead and comment on it. But I feel like there should be age limits for everything. Like, there's a bunch of people, well, I can't really say guys or whatever, but more like females at my job. Like, I don't know, this may be wrong of me to say, but there are females that are elderly, let's just say that if they're single, hey, save that stuff for like outside of work. But like wearing pretty close to see-through leggings or anything that would expose somebody as a professional way, I'm not gonna lie, ages need to be enforced on some of that stuff. If you're young, like 20s, above the age limit, let's throw that out there, then hey, do you. But when it comes down to being at your job, you got to try to keep it professional, unless you're one of those types that go employment to employment just to find the next body, more or less to say. Then you should just have a customized shirt. Be like, hey, I'm open for business type. But for real, there are elderly women that are dressing as if they're in their mid-20s, and they're in they're double that guarantee, or maybe even triple. But hey, it's only me. But if y'all agree, go ahead and comment. If y'all disagree, hey, be yourself. Don't change for me. Don't change for nobody. Just be yourself. And then, come on now. Like, you're above your 30s, maybe even above your 40s. Why are you wearing a shirt cut, like a button-up shirt, but the button stops right here? I don't know if I should say this, but come on now. If only if there was a customized skin iron. Yeah, you need to iron those wrinkles out. No, that's wrong. But still, if you're still out here doing all that type of stuff, hey, just saying that everybody sees. And for those individuals that are in a relationship or in a marriage that still does that, you're wrong. That is just jacked. And I don't know if guys do this to their girlfriend or their fiance or their wife when it comes down to like leggings or jeans. Yeah, those are the only two. Me, I would say I would consider it a bend test. Because if the leggings are too thin, like just standing up, you won't be able to see nothing. But then when they go to bend over, then you see everything. And as for jeans, I guess more or less for anybody, guys or girls, you have jeans that obviously fit standing up. But when you go to sit down, hey, crack kills, man. I don't understand how people could work like that or be out in public like that. Don't you feel a drift back there? Like, what the heck? It just raises my eyebrow every time I see something like that. But as for men, to this day, come on now, guys. Why is it that people to this day still think it's cool or attractive to sag? I guarantee that females don't want to see your dirty drawers. And be courtesy or have courtesy for others that are around you that still don't want to see your drawers. If you have to sit there and constantly pick your pants up every 2 seconds, either A, get a bigger size, or B, wear a belt. Come on now, that's old school. That's old. And then on top of that, I believe, I'm not 100% sure, I believe that the origins of sagging came from prison. I don't know the story or anything, but that's where I believe it came from. But come on now, guys. You guys, if you guys are buying new pants and you still are sagging, you need to do a reality check, my guy. Do a reality check and size yourself from either from the floor to your waist or at least to from your ankle to your waist. And get those size pants. And not a younger sibling's pants or a little boy's pants. Because you're just going to sag. And nobody finds that attractive. And especially being in a job or working environment, it's not good looking on you. Everybody's just going to look down on you. So, wear bigger pants. My whole life, I never sag. Let me correct myself. I don't sag in public. The only time I would personally, willingly sag is when it's cold. Wait a minute. Hear me out. If I'm at home and I don't want to wear socks and I have sweatpants on, of course, I have basketball shorts on at all times. I'm not going to lie. If I have pants on, best believe I have shorts on under. So when it's cold and I have sweatpants on, I'll pull my pants down a little bit, but my shorts are still at my waist, and I will cover my feet with my pants. That's the only time, and I'll only do it at home. Other than that, if I'm out in public, you'll never see me sag. And I am also happy that I have a lot of chef pants. People always question me, why do I always wear chef pants? Why did it? I am not trying to impress you. I am coming to work, or I'm going to the store to grab stuff or to work and come back home. Easy to put on, easy to take off. And I don't know how guys out here could literally, well, my sleeve is kind of tight, but skin tight pants. How do you move? I don't care if they are stretchy jeans or whatever. It looks like your legs can't breathe. You might as well go shop for some leggings then in that case. But come on now, that looks highly uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie. How would you look if you have some super skinny jeans on and you had to run? You wouldn't get far, I'm not gonna lie. You wouldn't get far. But that is the topic of jeans and sagging. It's not attractive, not cool, not a good look or anything like that. And then on top of that, by you doing it so much, is giving the wrong impression for either females, for other guys. There are guys out here, as myself, that wear our pants at our waist, not mid-thigh. That is not cool. And I suppose the last topic that I could be able to talk about today, because it's already been 48 minutes, is females who arch their back so far. Like, if you're just sitting and you like have your back arched to have more of a better posture, I believe that's the word, then cool. But if you're literally arching your back to push your butt out while you're walking, either A, that's comfortable to you, or B, highly uncomfortable. When I'm at the store or out in public or anywhere, I see females walking like that, and it makes me want to grab my back. Like, oh my God, don't your back hurt? But it just looks highly uncomfortable. And I don't understand how is that even comfortable to, like, remain in that posture. I don't know. It just looks uncomfortable as heck. And I feel bad for you. But if it's something that you do normally, hey, I'm just saying that's just my personal opinion. But I don't know what else to say about that. But as it is now, it's the weather's been massively bipolar. I believe last week and the week before was in the mid 60s, low 70s. And then today it's in the mid 80s. That's outrageous. But thankfully, I never get sick. But when I do get sick, I'm dying. It is like super bad when I get sick. And it's not good. But it's starting to change seasons. There are already some trees out there that are already turning colors, which is going to fall under fall. Stupid. Which is going into fall season, where me personally, I like fall because it's not too hot, not too cold. And then when it does get cold, just bundle up under a blanket, watch TV, drink hot cocoa or coffee, since all that's hot, or soup. And for individuals that feel like certain foods and certain drinks should be available during those specific seasons, like for example, pumpkin spice anything, it only comes out during the fall. My question is, why? And like for chili, everybody would say that chili is supposed to be made for the fall or winter. And of course, I would agree too that chili and like soups and whatnot should be eaten or made for like the cold times or if you're sick. If it's like 100 degrees outside and you're drinking soup, hey, you got problems. But, or if you're in a facility or at home and your AC is on full blast and it's 69 or 72, I think people keep their AC on, and it's cold, okay, that's understandable. But if you're out in public and you're drinking soup or eating soup or anything like that, you got issues. I ain't gonna lie. Nah. But if you do that, then that's you. Don't change for nobody. But another thing that I am getting highly, highly annoyed within myself and within others is the word like. I know I say it. I'm trying my best to prevent myself from saying it because it's starting to become more and more annoying. Because if you're telling a story, why do you have to include the word like so much? For an example, I was talking to my friend and like I told them how it was, and then they were like, you shouldn't talk this way, and I was like, forget that. Example, everybody does that, and it strikes a massive nerve within me, and honestly, you will lose my interest with just that word. If you're telling a story, Keep it strictly to the story. You don't have to go back and forth through your whole entire story and the conversations. Just try to keep it short and to the point. And if you want, or if you have time to tell somebody about your story, then tell them that it's going to be a long story or there's going to be a lot of details. And I know that there's some individuals like my sister, ever since we were younger, every time she told her stories, she would always add sound effects to her stories to make it more interesting. I always clowned on her. If you're one of those types, then A, tell me a story with sound effects, I will laugh. I'm not gonna lie. It's not nothing about your story. It's just the sound effects. It just makes it funny. But it's not in a like a bad way or anything like that. It's just entertaining. There you go. And I still clown on my sister about that. And it's just something that siblings do. If you're not or if you don't have any siblings, then I apologize. It's good and it's bad. But dealing with my history and my siblings, yeah, let's not get into that. No. But as it is, it's already about to be 57 minutes. So if you're not already one of my subscribers, go ahead and hit that subscribe, hit that like, comment. Like, I know for a fact now it is available to comment on my videos. Now I know what it is I have to do to make it available to be commented on. So from here on out, any videos that I post on my podcast or anything like that, go ahead and leave a comment. Reach out if you have any concerns, questions, or topics that you want me to speak upon, and we'll just go from there. So go ahead, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the notification so that whenever I do upload a video, you guys will be notified so that you could be able to check me out, listen to me while you work, while you're cleaning, whatever it may be that you're doing that would entertain you, or what's the word I'm looking for? Or keep your mind distract you from anything that is going on. I do it sometimes. I do it when I'm like recapping on my videos so that I can know exactly how it is that I sound, or if there's any type of words or phrases or sentences that I say that is not acceptable, then I'll be able to take it out. But as y'all can see, all my videos are just strictly forward. So go ahead, share it to everybody. I'm going to be making a Discord attached to this podcast. I'm going to try to even make a Snapchat attached to this podcast. And most likely TikTok attached to this podcast. So once I get that up and running, I will let everybody know so that they could be able to come through and support me and build a community for everybody to be themselves. Because at the end of the day, everybody that does come through is only going to make it bigger. And like, I'm not doing it for the fame. I'm not doing it for anything. I just want to be encouraging for everybody to find themselves, to be themselves. Because more and more time that goes on, everybody's losing themselves by not being themselves. So again, at the end of the day, speak nothing but facts, y'all.